Hi viewers, it's Iram Ali here, immigration solicitor. Welcome to my channel Immigration with Iram. In today's video we will be looking at the recent announcement by the UK's Home Secretary with regards to changes to the immigration rules. The proposals that are due to take place in spring 2024, so around March time perhaps, include the increase of the skilled worker salary to 38,700, as well as care workers no longer being able to bring their dependents to the UK. This rule has already been announced and will come into force for students in January. So students from January cannot bring their dependents to the UK whilst they are here as students and on their course. So care workers will also have to comply with that rule come spring 2024, in which they will not be able to bring their dependents to the UK. So spouse, partner or children. The 20% discount from the occupation shortage list salary requirement is being removed. So salaries on the occupation shortage list will increase by 20% as the 20% discount will be removed. And lastly and significantly, the family visa income threshold is being increased from 18,600 to 38,700 pounds. You heard absolutely right. Yes, so the income requirement currently to sponsor a family member such as your spouse or your fiance or your durable unmarried partner that you have lived with for at least 2 years abroad, or in addition your children, now you will have to meet the minimum income requirement of 38,700, and it's likely to be a bit more for any children that you're wanting to sponsor, your children you're wanting to sponsor to the UK. So a significant change in the income threshold for family visas. Now, the thing to remember is this: if and when this rule comes into force, and no doubt it is very, very likely to be challenged here in the UK in court through the unions, because it puts so many people at a disadvantage. Because if you apply the minimum wage, then you're not likely to earn over £20,000 as a UK salary. So to be expected to earn £38,700 seems grossly unfair, because you are probably unlikely to earn that unless you're in the top 25% of earners in the UK. So even if you're on minimum wage, you're not likely to meet that requirement. So that can be challenged as a breach of Article 8 from the Human Rights Act, which is a right to family life. But if this rule is applied and does take effect from spring 2024, then it means any applications that are submitted after the date of effect will be refused if they don't meet that income requirement. So if you currently meet the requirements of 18,600 and you're either in the process of sponsoring your loved one under the family visa category, or you are in the process of getting married, you've got dates set, or you have an application pending, all of that will then still meet the 18,600 requirement. If for any reason your application that you submit before this new requirement comes into play, if your current application is refused but you put an appeal in, then you're probably not going to be expected to meet the new income requirement, because it's an appeal against refusal of the old application that's going through. If, however, your application is refused and you submit a fresh application and it is when the new rule comes into play, if it does, with the new income requirement of 38,700, then you will be expected to meet that requirement. So my advice is, if you are able to, and you're in the process of making an application to sponsor your loved one into the UK under the family visa category, then get those applications submitted. The health surcharge is already increasing from the 16th of January, but these are the new proposals that the Home Secretary has announced very recently, and they are likely to come into effect from spring 2024 if the proposals are approved. I will keep you updated of any advance on those rules and to see how they play out. And that start date for these new rules is going to be very, very crucial, because it will mean that some people can apply, and unfortunately will mean that some people can't. So I will from time to time put updates up on my YouTube channel as and when they are released by the Home Secretary. So to make sure that you keep yourself well informed, do subscribe to my channel to make sure that you get notified of any updates that I launch through this channel. And if you enjoyed watching this one, then give me a thumbs up. So thank you very much for watching. You're able to post your questions, and from your questions I will be able to produce some more videos on my channel to answer those questions. So if you have questions, please do put your questions in the comments box, and I will do my best to answer them. And until next time, goodbye.